This is an oil painting on canvas in the collection of Toitū Settlers Museum. It depicts an early immigrant ship which sailed to New Zealand from England in the 1880s. It was painted by the British marine painter William B. Spencer, presumably in England before the ship sailed. My name is Olivia Pitts. I'm a freelance paintings conservator from Christchurch, and I've recently undertaken a complex tear repair treatment on this painting. The painting came into the Otago Early Settlers Museum collection in 1935, and at some point in its past suffered 2 tears to the canvas. One small tear, about 12 millimetres long, and another larger branch tear, about 80 millimetres long. We don't know when the tears occurred, but records show they've been there for at least 20 years, but perhaps much longer. The painting has not been able to go on display in this state and needs conservation treatment to bring it back to a displayable condition. However, the tears made this painting an ideal candidate for a case study. In 2024, I participated in a single thread bonding tear repair workshop funded through the Getty Conserving Canvas initiative, held at the Art Gallery of New South Wales in Sydney, which also included online theory sessions and discussion. I was very fortunate that the Otago Settlers Museum has allowed me to work on this painting and apply the knowledge learned in tear mending from the workshop. The project also involved collaboration with Canterbury Museum, who allowed me to use their lab space and microscope. The single thread bonding method involves reweaving the loose, broken or cut threads and then bonding the thread ends together, in other words, closing the tear. Sometimes new threads are inserted where sections of the original thread are lost. This canvas was aged and brittle and had lost threads from the torn area, and I needed to insert new linen threads to compensate. This is very fiddly work and a microscope is necessary to see what you're doing. Precision tools are also needed to manipulate the threads into place. This technique was developed as an alternative to interventive methods such as patches and lining the whole canvas to treat tears, cuts or holes, which can be irreversible or affect the originality of the artwork. The minimal use of new materials is an ethical decision to preserve as much of the painting's originality as possible. Ideally, this method involves testing and using water-based adhesives to bond the thread ends together. However, when I viewed the Jessie Readman under the microscope, I discovered that the threads were already impregnated with a waxy adhesive. Perhaps this was from a previous treatment. This meant that water-based adhesives were generally not so compatible, so I chose a hot melt resin to use on the threads, which bonded well to the waxy adhesive. The focus of the conservation treatment was on the tears, although there were steps before the repair could begin, and there will be steps following the repair to address other issues. Preceding the tear repair, the painting needed to be cleaned so as not to embed the dirt into the adhesives. Surface cleaning is often part of a conservation treatment for a painting. Dirt can carry pollutants, the dulling of the picture can affect the visibility of details, and fly spots can etch into the painted surface. The Jessie Readman had accumulated quite a few fly spots and a layer of surface dirt, and cleaning was an important early step in the treatment before the tear repair. Cleaning can also mean the removal of discoloured varnish, a step to be included in future treatment. Currently, the small central tear has been repaired, and the larger branch tear is partially closed. The next steps are to complete the tear closure, remove the discoloured streaky varnish, fill the paint losses, apply a new varnish, and inpaint the fills to unify the painting. The aim is for the painting to be restored to a readable, stable condition for visitors or researchers to enjoy or connect with well into the future. Many thanks to Toitū Otago Settlers Museum for this valuable experience.